Alright, so Duke insisted that I make a presentation for presentation night, even though I had no idea. So, I thought, what does everyone love? Tier list. Everyone loves a good tier list, so I just thought I'd make one. So anyway, without further ado, let's just get started. So first up, we have the Black Crewmate from Among Us. This is a color I use. I know it's actually relatively contested. I know John wants it too. I just think goes pretty well with some of the costumes, like the ones I wear. I think in particular are pretty good. So I'll give it an A. I'll give it an A. I personally maybe an S, but we'll start with A for now. All right. So then next up, we have Jean Kirsten from Attack on Titan. Um, this is again like my favorite character. Season one, I would say, is like primarily about him as opposed to Aaron, frankly. But that kind of evens out and he becomes more of a minor side character in the latter seasons. For the same reason, I'll stick him in A. It is my personal taste after all. So all right. So next up, we got Nelson Mandela. Um, I think this guy did a lot for South Africa and for race relations there in particular. I think he did a lot to really you know strengthen his race and their standing in that country. He went to jail though, so he's probably a bad guy, and for that reason, I'm probably gonna have to stick him in D tier. We might revisit that, but I'm pretty okay with that for now. All right, so next up, uh, we got Monkey reading a book. Actually, this is actually an instruction manual for the water bottle he has in the bottom right. He's reading how to use it because he opened it and there was no water in there and he was confused. So I don't know, like the ability for an ape to read, like that's already really impressive, and also like to understand how a water bottle works, to screw off the top, like that's worthy of an S tier for me, for sure. All right, so then next we got Kemba Walker. Uh, yeah, okay. So then next we have Andrew Yang. Um, I think you know he had some good ideas this election. Um, I don't I don't know if the U.S. is quite ready to adapt some of his like universal basic income ideas or anything. But personally, I was a fan. I thought he was one of the front runners from the DNC, but didn't really work out. For that reason, I'll put him in A. I liked Andrew Yang a decent amount, so I'll stick him in there. All right. Um, Next we have like the 31st President Herbert Hoover. I don't really remember what he did, and if I can't remember what he did, he was probably bad. So that's an F tier from me. Um, Next up we got Good Kid, Mad City. Um, it's weird. Everyone talks about how good it is, but I opened it up and it was just like a flat circle with a hole in the middle, and I was like, "What the fuck are you supposed to use this for?" Like I don't know. I tried wiping my ass with it, shit like that. I don't know. I don't get it. I think it's overhyped. I don't understand what you're supposed to do with the fucking circle, so I'm sticking that in F tier. Um, okay, we got 02 next. Yeah, you know where you seen her from. All right. Uh, Next we got XQC, Felix Langell. I think he's making the Rust server a little unfun for a lot of the other streamers. He hasn't even picked Winston yet, which I find really bizarre. Like he's known for his Winston, and just hasn't even used it yet. For that reason, I'll stick him in C too, to be honest. All right. Next up, we have Ali Milenovic. I haven't seen much content from her in like 6 years, really. For no, probably sooner than that, more like four. But I'm a big fan of reading Snapchat stories that are black screen with text on it, personally. But the content is a little depressing sometimes, so I'll stick her in B tier. Uh, Next we have Connie from The Promised Neverland. You know what? Yeah. Okay. Uh, Okay, next we got Ferdinand von Ayer. This is an easy S tier. He's like one of the best magic users in the game so far. Really good healer too. Next we have Jen. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh fuck. My entire presentation is ruined. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Next we have Genocide Jack, Genocide Jill, Genocider Show, whatever you want to call it. Um, I'm not really a fan of Steins Gate, so it's an F tier for me. All right. Next up, Bosnia. Bosnia's superpower. Yep, for sure. Next up, Calvin. Um, I would say like A normally, but I had a bad dream involving him recently, so I'm sticking him in D tier. Then we have the campaign Minds of Fandelver, the Lost Minds of Fandelver. Anyway, I've run this probably like 12 times. I'm pretty sure we always fight this guy named Clark. I don't get it. Like, if it were me, I simply wouldn't let that guy get taken hostage in the first place, and for that reason, I'm sticking it in C tier. Next up, we got Fault. I watched that today, S tier. Then we got Grapefruit. I don't really eat grapefruit often. Um, yeah, that's fair. All right, then we got John Wick from Fortnite. Uh, I don't know. I'm more of a Jonesy guy myself. I see a lot of people using the John Wick Fortnite skin. I don't get it personally. Like, I get that he's from like, pretty famous video game franchise, but whatever, man. Uh, he's all right though. All right, and then we have Messi, as we all know, down here too. Okay, so yeah, that's my tier list. Um, I yeah,